It's a great marketing technique, and it's been one of the most successful programs. In fact, watch what happens around Father's Day with what we're going to do and how we're going to tie in promotions with some of our products into this game. Then we've redone branded entertainment. We're one of the leaders in this particular area. Iron Man 2. How many saw Iron Man 1? How many of you going to go see Iron Man 2? Good. Watch what we do. Kodak's part of the story. And we started to put ourselves into different stories. How many of you saw the movie Up? Wasn't that cool? We were in there. You probably didn't even know it. Subliminally, we were in there. Remember when the Ed Asner character fell in front of the television set? Remember that one night? Playing on the TV was my inkjet commercial. They animated my inkjet commercial into the TV. I'm watching with a group of about 8 kids that I took around from the neighborhood because I'm actually one of the big amusement park for kids. Okay? And so they go with me, we go up, we're sitting there, and all of a sudden I hear that, and the commercial comes up. My inkjet commercial. I jumped up out of the seat going, "That's my inkjet commercial! That's my inkjet commercial!" The kids immediately hid underneath the seat. That was exciting. You see this on Celebrity Apprentice. We're doing a lot with Celebrity Apprentice on the Ellen Show, doing a lot of different things. Very innovative. Watch for us because we're leading the way. This is being done. We're introducing new types of genre in terms of advertising into the show. We become part of the story. Okay? And that's a big part of what we're trying to do. On April 1st of last year, we launched the new iCamera. Phenomenal product. April 1st. Has the wink and shoot shutter. The auto stabilizer that kicks in at happy hour. Instant facial recall. Last week, or 2 weeks, last week, April 1st, only pretty close to that. We launched aromatography. Photography you can smell. In fact, we launched it and we put sniff here on all the computer screens. So we have a picture of flowers. You can't know the number of emails that I got from people saying, "I actually put my nose up to the computer to sniff the flowers." I had one of our employees dressed up as Dr. Musette. And he spoke with a French accent, and French means snout. Okay? So it's Dr. Snout, and he talked about our success with this area and how we added new neutrons and things. I can't explain the correctly, but into the sensors, and that we could get this, and the marketing thought this was a cool idea, and we sent it out, and we had pictures like of a baby in a diaper, crawling away, and it says "sniff here," a wet dog, a cookie. It was very funny. And we announced also that with the new video cameras, we would be adding smell to this as well. Smelly vision. Oh, come on, this is my best material, folks. You gotta stick with me. I mean, I know it's drinking time, but I mean, we're ahead of schedule, so let's get a little bit more interactive. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit more about the social media because we are a true leader. In fact, I'm one of the top 10 Twitterers, C-level Twitterers in the world. Okay? And I love it. I love to write. I tweeted on the way over here. Only about 6 of you, by the way, are tweeting here today. I noticed that. You're tweeting. Gamma. Where's Gamma? One of you guys is tweeting. The rest of you suck because you're not doing anything. Yeah, all right. There you go. So I love to do it and do it. And sometimes you get. Imagine the executive. Imagine the attorneys first came to me and said, "Jeff, we've got to approve every tweet that you're going to send out." Oh, give me a break. I mean, that's like I recently changed the pictures on the cards. Now, on our business cards, we had this is our business card, I'll hold it up. This is the card that we have right now. It's just got my picture and all the information on the back. It's like, Hebrew or Chinese, or this one has Japanese. And so this is the card. We haven't changed them for about 20 years. And so I said, well, look, I want to change the cards. And I can make it a little bit more modern. How about we put a smaller picture on it? Okay? And we'll put your Facebook account, your gallery account, whatever. And then on the back, you can put whatever picture you'd like to put on the back. So there's a picture of me out in Ranch in South Dakota on the back of my horse. It's like a personal branding statement. Well, you can imagine. See, now my job as chief marketing officer is to cause tension wherever I go. I mean, that's my job. My job is to, if Ed was to hire me as a CMO, he would want a CMO that takes everybody from the center of the table and takes them to the edge of the table. That's my job. And then it's the HR team and the legal team to make sure that I don't fall off or cross the line. Right, Ed? That's right. I keep those guys really busy, and it's really fun. And they said, Jeff, you can't just let anybody put every picture on there. You can't do that. What if they put something that's inappropriate on the back of that card? I'm going, hey, let them do it. We'll get some press out of it. It'll be a good deal with that. And actually I said, no. I said, that's how we find the stupid people. I mean, if somebody does that wrong, you guys got to stay with me on this. You find the stupid people. Oh, sorry, that's a sympathy laugh. I'm not going to go. All right, so we're doing a lot of different things in the internet world in terms of how we change things and the way we mix it up. Our apps, and we got Congress Smile Meter, which is really hot. The biggest one of the top 10 apps in the world right now is the Smile Maker. And that's where we take a picture of you and then we can put anyone's lips or smile to your face. And we have a lot of celebrities who are now signing up to want their face being on our Smile Maker. So it's really cool. The Times Square sign. Anybody ever been to Times Square? That's pretty cool. You can actually schedule when you would like a picture to show up in Times Square when you're there. So you can have your picture with your picture that's being shown of the picture that you sent to us. Wow. Okay. We've had like 8 marriage proposals since we started doing this in January. It's a really cool kind of feature. So we're doing that. We have a tips and exchange area. We have an experience Kodak. I don't know what that is, but it's got to be really good. I'm sure Donna will tell me about it later. It's really good. So when we talk about social media, I really look at it as what I call the 4 E's, folks. And this will be the serious portion of the program. It's about, first of all, if you're doing this in your company, you want to get engaged. Because there are people that are out there talking about you one way or the other, positive and negative. And you want to know what's going on in that conversation. So for companies, big companies like ours, and I have to have people who tweet in 12 different languages, who follow and monitor in 12 different languages. I recently hired a chief listening officer. Chief listening officer, whose job is to act like an air traffic controller and watch the conversations that are going on online so that we can route those conversations to appropriate areas inside the company. So when someone says, hey, what's the difference between a flip and a ZI-8, we can route that to a salesperson and at the same time send them an email and say, here's 2 customers that own the ZI-8, ask them. Or when someone writes, go F yourself, you effing company, I hate your effing products, you effing suck, you can engage that person. And you can have a conversation with them. Now we turn that employee around after that. Got them back on track. So you want to engage with people, and you got to be careful. But you develop a personality because I'm a little rough. I mean, sometimes the communications team will come to me and say, Jeff, you should not respond to a customer with bite me. Okay? You should be nicer. So now I say, please bite me. The other thing you want to do is educate. And what you do by education is that you educate them, they educate you, and you find great things that come from it, such as someone suggested that we put a microphone jack on this product. We did it, and you cannot buy them in the stores today. They're so hot. Because it's the #1 product that's being used by most bloggers and bloggers today. Because it can use a wireless mic or a static mic. You can put it on a tripod, stick it out there, and start recording. And it's very, very simple to record. All you have to do is press that button, click that, and I'm now recording each and every single one of you right now in 1080p, 720, or a 5 megapixel still. So you learn things like that from your customers by just asking. So you get educated. And then what happens by this education and this engagement is you start to get excited, and they get excited. When we take out all the filters that they don't have to go through 800 numbers and everything else, they can talk to a live person right there, right then, immediately. No filters. And so then what happens is they just start becoming evangelists. They start becoming ambassadors for you. And these communities start to build. And even when your competition comes in and starts hitting you, those people start fighting back on your behalf. That's the things that come about with social media in the way in which it does. And it's driving value. Well, a lot of people think this is a passing fad. I'm telling you it's not. It's going to be here, big and for a long time. I'm speaking at the Twitter conference in New York in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to be talking about real men use Twitter. Anyway,